Meet little Leo. He is a boy with a very big goal. He wants to find the most exciting, gigantic thrills in the entire world. When Leo thinks about a perfect day, he pictures massive, noisy spectacles. He imagines enormous parties or giant boats completely covered in bright, colorful flags, snapping wildly in the wind. With his backpack securely fastened, Leo bursts out his front door and runs down the hill, eager to begin his ultimate treasure hunt. To Leo, a good day requires discovering the biggest toys and having the most extreme adventures. If he isn't doing something huge, he assumes he is missing out on being happy. But the world outside can be highly unpredictable. Soon, the bright sky fills with dark, heavy clouds, and the wind begins to howl. Things start to go wrong. A sudden gust of wind blows Leo's favorite red balloon right into a sharp tree branch, shattering it to pieces. A moment later, he steps right into a deep puddle of sticky mud. Stumbling in the thick mud, Leo scrapes his knee. Now, instead of cheering on a grand adventure, he sits down in the rain and begins to cry. He has a very real ouchie, and he feels miserable. Running after massive thrills sounds fun, but the big, wild world is full of sharp branches and deep puddles. When we chase after extreme moments, we often end up finding unexpected pain and sadness instead. While Leo sits crying in the rain, he hears a soft hoot. A gentle gray owl named Arthur hops down from a low branch to see what's wrong. This owl actually shares his name with a real-life thinker from long ago, Arthur Schopenhauer, who spent his life trying to figure out how people could avoid feeling sad. Arthur the owl looks at Leo's scraped knee and asks a very strange question. He asks, what if the absolute best thing in the whole world is not a giant treasure chest at all? What if, Arthur continues softly, the greatest thing a person can ever have is simply not having an ouchie? Sometimes the smartest choice you can make isn't to fight your way through a terrible storm to find a prize. The bravest choice is to walk away from the storm entirely. Arthur guides Leo away from the muddy woods and back inside his warm, dry house. Together, they gather up the softest pillows and the heaviest blankets they can find. Working together, the boy and the owl drape a large, thick quilt over two sturdy living room chairs to build a snug little tent. This split-screen animated diagram shows exactly what happens next. On the outside, jagged lines representing the loud, chaotic storm try to strike the tent, but they bounce right off the roof. Meanwhile, the space inside remains clear and still. Sitting in this protected space, Leo notices something wonderful. His scraped knee has stopped hurting, and the nervous feeling is gone. Arthur smiles. True magic, he explains, doesn't come from owning a mountain of expensive toys. True magic is that quiet, peaceful feeling you get when you are simply safe, warm, and free from pain. Leo peeks out the window of his fort. He looks at the muddy, chaotic treasure hunt he left behind in the rain, and then he turns back and smiles comfortably at his dry, soft pillows. He realizes he doesn't need to hunt down loud spectacles or crazy adventures to feel good. He already feels perfectly fine right where he is. Leo lies back on his thick cushions, gently kicking his feet in the air. He is doing nothing extraordinary, yet he is completely relaxed. Accepting a simple, quiet life acts as an invisible shield. It protects you from the unexpected ouchies and messy disappointments waiting out there in the big world. Next time you feel sad because you are missing out on a loud party or because you didn't get a flashy new toy, try to remember little Leo and his cozy fort. If you are safe in your room, if you are warm in your clothes, and if you don't have any ouchies hurting your body, you are already holding the greatest treasure there is. Take a moment to look around your own home. Think about what your personal, safe magic shield might look like and the materials you could use to make it. You never need to chase down a storm to find a good day. Just grab some pillows, pull up a heavy blanket, and build your own quiet, happy fort today.